Hey everybody, Sam Kavaris in the Nimnik Chevy Sports Update. So Josh Scobee and the Jaguars have started the talking, and you might wonder, why now? Well, basically, two other kickers in the league signed new contracts that had guaranteed money and was going to pay those deals are going to pay them over $3.5 million a year, basically, with about $5 million in guaranteed money. Scobee wants something along those lines. The tender offer that the Jaguars gave him as a franchise free agent would pay him about 2.8. But remember, Drew Brees has won this arbitration against the league, which would jump the salary up significantly if he remained the franchise player, 20% the first year, 40% the second year. So he could, if he just stays with that, could have some big increases. But what he wants is a long-term deal with some guaranteed money up front. The fact that they're talking is somewhat encouraging because it does mean probably that they're going to get a deal done. Scobee has said, look, I'm going to play this year, but if I have to play under the tender, it's certainly going to be a distraction. Maurice Jones-Drew is a completely different story, obviously, with 2 years left on his deal, thinks that he overplayed his contract. What I think is interesting is that somebody talks to me about this every day, maybe 10 times a day. Not one person says to me, oh, he should get a new deal. Everybody says, hey, he's got 2 years left on his deal. The Jaguars paid him before he was ever even the starter for the Jaguars. They gave him big money early on. Yes, he's overplayed it, but he'll have an opportunity to make more money very soon. That seems to be the consensus. Pretty simple, eh? But MJD, don't be surprised if he's not there for training camp. And do your own research if you want. But I can tell you this, running backs that don't show up for training camp might as well take the whole year off because most of them are worthless for the year if they're not around for training camp. It's a big week in Daytona, obviously, with the Coke Zero 400 coming up Saturday. It's a great race. I always say that there's three races you should see. The Daytona 500, this one because it's a night race and it's at a big track, and then go to Bristol and watch them run around in that bowl and bang into each other. So if you get a chance to go to this race, it's well worth going down to Daytona, even if you only go for the start or maybe an hour beforehand and see half the race. It's fun to watch those cars at night and see what they're doing down under the lights at Daytona. I'm Sam Kavaris, and that's the Nimnik Chevy Sports Update.